Night fell, and I took the leftover cheese, broke it into pieces, and left them by the door to lure the mice out. I woke up later to a strange noise. I'd only been here once, but I already felt more at home than in my own house. Hearing singing, I decided to head to the kitchen to check on other mother.
Welcome back, darling.
Hi.
So thoughtful of you to send this nice cheddar, Coraline.
Cheddar? Oh, the mice beat.
Would you go fetch your father? I bet he's hungry as a pumpkin by now.
You mean my other father?
Your better father, dear. He's out in the garden.
But my parents don't have time to garden.
Shh. Go on.
Guys, let me tell you about one of the most unforgettable, amazing moments I had in the other world. When I stepped out onto the porch to call other father for dinner, the moon had just risen. Tree leaves started blooming in the moonlight, birds circled around me, and every flower along the path opened up, one by one, glowing and guiding me forward. In the distance, I saw other father riding on a giant mechanical mantis, a machine that was seeping through the soil. Just then, plants with teeth started to nibble and tickle me. Lucky for me, they didn't bite me yet. Other father saved me from the crazy little creatures, and I told him it was time for breakfast. Dinner. Time to eat. And he just smiled and said, "Of course, my darling, but first, there's something I want to show you." So I climbed onto the mantis's saddle and we soared upward, and then I saw it. The most incredible view, a garden shaped exactly like my face. Mother said you'd love it. He said she really knows you inside out. And that was it. I was completely swept up in happiness. I didn't need anything else in the world. Then we all headed to the kitchen for dinner together as a family. So good.
I love dinner breakfast food.
Coraline, Mr. Bobinsky has invited you to come see the jumping mice perform after dinner.
Really? That know-it-all Wybie said it was all on Mr. B's head. I knew he was wrong.
Well, everything's right in this world, kiddo.
Your father and I will clean up while you and your friend head upstairs.
My friend? Great. Another Wybie. Hello, why were you born? Hello?
I thought you'd like him more if he spoke a little less, so I fixed him.
So he can't talk at all?
Nope.
I like it.
Now run along, you two, and have fun.
It was the other Wybie, you know, the one with the button eyes. I'll just call him my friend. We went outside and saw this little blimp heading straight for Mr. Bobo's flat. We raced over, knocked on the door, and suddenly we were inside his place. The show had already started. There was this crazy machine, a chicken that ate corn and instantly popped out popcorn, and a cannon shooting cotton candy. We stacked up on treats and got ready for Mr. Bobo's big act. From the outside, the circus tent looked tiny, but once we went in, it was enormous. Then the mice started pouring out of the blimp, jumping and staking up in a trick that spelled out my name. It was just wow! I watched the entire performance, wide-eyed, and when Mr. Bobo himself finally appeared, I cheered. Woohoo! That was amazing! My curly-haired friend clapped so hard his hands were a blur. I even called Mr. Bobo unbeatable, and it was true. I'd never seen trained mice like that before. He told me I was always welcome and could come back with my other friend anytime. After that, well, it's a bit of a blur. All I remember is waking up in my bed in the other world, totally worn out. I fell asleep right there.
There were garden squash like balloon animals and snapdragons. Oh, and upstairs, I saw a real mouse circus. Not pretend like the crazy man's in our house.
You sure you won't come?
Don't fret, Charlie. They'll love the new catalog. At least they'll love my chapters. I did not call him crazy, Coraline. He's drunk.
Well, I guess I'll see you around, you dizzy dreamer.
Dad, I'm not 5 anymore.
Then we went out to pick my new school uniform. Well, pick isn't exactly the right word. I didn't get to choose anything. Mom decided everything for me, as usual. This obsessive motherly care.
Put them back.
But Mom, the whole school's gonna wear boring gray clothes. No one will have these.
Put them back.
My other mother would get them.
Maybe she should buy all your clothes.
So what do you think's in the other apartment?
I don't know. Not a family of Jones imposters.
Then why'd you lock the door?
Oh, I found some rat crap, and I thought you'd feel safer.
They're jumping mice, Mom. And the dreams aren't dangerous. They're the most fun I've had since we've moved here.
Your school might be fun.
With those stupid uniforms? Right.
Had to give it a try. How do you feel about a mustard ketchup salsa wrap for lunch?
Are you kidding me?
Had to go food shopping anyway. Dad's planning something special.
Disgusting.
You want to come along? You can pick out something you like.
Oh, like the gloves.
Look, Coraline, if things go well today, I promise I'll make it up.
That's what you always say.
Won't be long.
But I might be.
I rummaged through the drawer where Mom hides the keys, but the one I needed wasn't there. Then I remembered the old-fashioned spot where it might be tucked away, so I set off to open the door.
I knew it was real.
Dearest Coraline, Miss Spink and Miss Forcible have invited you downstairs after lunch. I hope you like the new outfit I made you. Love, Mother.
After a nice dinner, I went out for a walk. There waiting for me was the cat. Wybie has a cat just like him. Well, Wybie who talks too much. None the other Wybie here. You must be the other cat, I said, not expecting an answer. No, the cat replied, and went pale. I am not any other cat, I am me. Or something like that. But wait, if you are the same cat, how did you learn to talk? He just looked at me the way he does in the real world, silently, with that look of pure disdain. But this time, it turned out there was a reason. I'd offended him by calling him a tame little kitty. I actually felt bad about it. I wanted to make it up to him, so I tried to talk.
How'd you get here?
I've been coming here for a while. It's a game we play. She hates cats and tries to keep me out. But she can't, of course. I come and go as I please.
The other mother hates cats?
Not like any mother I've ever known.
What do you mean? She's amazing.
You probably think this world is a dream come true. But you're wrong. The other Wybie told me so.
That's nonsense. He can't talk.
Perhaps not to you. We cats, however, have far superior senses than humans and can see and smell and... Shh! I hear something. Right over.
I heard a noise coming from the door to Miss Spink and Miss Forcible's place. I went to check it out. At the entrance, their dog met me, shining a flashlight right in my face and sniffing me all over. I'd somehow ended up in a theater. As I walked down the aisle, I noticed the seats were already filled with dogs. The hall was enormous. I spotted other Wybie and joined him in the front row, right near the stage. The show began, and it was horrifying. We were laughing so hard, Miss Spink was practically naked. And as for Miss Forcible, well, let's just say it was something. I'd never seen a show like this in my life. On stage, they argued, calling each other names and throwing insults, and it ended with the props collapsing everywhere and the curtains closing. But Wybie, he seemed to know this was all part of the show. A spotlight turned on above us, and there they were, Miss Spink and Miss Forcible, standing on opposite ends of a plank, balancing over the edge. I closed my eyes. It was way too creepy to watch. Then, something completely unexpected happened. It turned out it wasn't even them, just costumes. They were actually young, slim women underneath. Finally, the real performance began. They did acrobatics like professionals, slipping and twirling through the air. Before I could even blink, they pulled me into the act, tossing and spinning me high up in the air. The grand finale, I dropped from the top and landed perfectly on their hands. The crowd rose to their feet, clapping, saying I felt like a star doesn't even begin to cover it. The applause just kept going. After the show, my parents were waiting for me. I excitedly described everything I'd just seen, giving them every detail. Then Mom asked, "So you like it here, Coraline?" Without thinking, I said yes. I had no idea that just saying that might mean I'd be stuck here forever, whether I wanted to or not. Then they invited me to the table and said there was a surprise waiting for me. Of course, I couldn't wait to find out what it was. This mom loves to spoil me after all. It could be anything. And now you're about to find out just what that surprise was.
For you, our little doll. Black is traditional. But if you'd prefer pink, or vermilion, or chartreuse. Though you might make me jealous.
No way! You're not sewing buttons in my eyes!
Oh, but we need a yes if you want to stay here.
So sharp you won't feel a thing. Ow!
There now. It's your decision, darling.
My mind kicked into action, forming an escape plan before I even realized what was happening. I pretended to be sleepy. Other mother and father looked shocked. I mean, I never turned down dinner, but I stayed as polite and careful as I could, not wanting to provoke them. I had no clue what they were capable of yet. Feeling frozen, I turned slowly toward my bedroom, but somehow other mother was already there, smiling at me. And then she said something truly creepy. "Soon you'll see things through our eyes." Yikes! I kept it together and walked into my room, trying not to let on how scared I was. I couldn't risk them getting any ideas about sewing buttons in my eyes. As soon as I closed the door, the toys started up repeating the same creepy phrases over and over like, "Don't you want to play?" and "Where are your buttons, friend?" I snapped back at them, shutting them down hard.
Going home tonight, robots. And I won't be back. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Tiny little
Go to
thing
sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Sharp, you won't feel
Go
a
to sleep.
thing.
Go to sleep.
Soon you'll see things our way.
Mom! Dad!
Oh, God. I'm still here?
My plan to fall asleep and wake up back in the real world didn't work, so I decided to check the little door, the one I used to get out of this nightmare last time. But when I reached the living room, it was locked. Gathering a shaky mix of courage and hesitation, I headed upstairs to see other father, hoping he could tell me where other mother was, because all I wanted was to go home. I was at my breaking point. When other father turned around, he looked pale and miserable, like someone else was controlling him. He told me she was resting, that her strength was our strength. Apparently, after I refused to let her sew buttons over my eyes, she got really rattled and lost some of her powers. Good. I honestly couldn't care less. I just wanted to go home. He wasn't even allowed to talk to me. He was a puppet, and I was beyond terrified. I bolted outside, hoping I could just run straight back to my world. But no such luck. I ended up in a dark forest. Some trees had apples, while others looked like they hadn't even been fully drawn. You know, like when a computer game glitches? Looking around, taking in the eerie surroundings, I heard the sound.
And what do you think you're doing?
Well, I'm getting out of here. That's what I'm doing. Huh? Something's wrong. Shouldn't the old well be here?
Nothing out here. It's the empty part of this world. She only made what she knew would impress you.
But why? Why does she want me?
She wants something to love, I think. Something that isn't her. Or maybe she just loves something to eat.
Eat? That's ridiculous. Mothers don't eat daughters.
I don't know. How do you taste?
Huh? But how can you walk away from something and still come back to it?
Walk around the world.
Small world.
Hang on.
Hearing a noise, the cat pounced like a real wild hunter, chasing after a mouse. I got worried. It could have been one of the circus mice. But no, it was a rat. A huge, fat rat with a trombone, ready to sound the alarm. That's when it hit me. The cat was my only ally in this place. I remembered calling him a good kitty. But there was no time to celebrate. The cat took care of the rat, then slinked away on his own. With him gone, I headed to the living room and set about breaking down the door. And it worked. I threw it open, and there was the little door. I sprinted toward it, but of course, it wasn't that easy. A giant cabinet shaped like a cockroach blocked my path. The lights flashed on, and I heard a creak as a chair slowly turned around, revealing Other Mother. That creepy roach cabinet grabbed me and dragged me closer to her.